Hello, everyone. Honestly, it feels like a century since I last recorded something. I've just been so busy and the days just mix all together and just, ugh. Not to mention, I have to deal with constantly hearing about how I should get a real job because, being an artist isn't an actual job. I'm not salty at all. Anyway, I will be reading Natalia fanfiction, Kidnapped by Sexy Men, Chapter 13. And honestly, I'm going to say this. I actually enjoy doing these readings more than the Danish Slaughterhouse. And that's saying something. So, let's get started. You brushed out your barely damp hair. Last night you took a shower like every night you did. I'm not going to make a comment on that because I'm thinking of a comment, but it could actually come off as really gross, and I don't want to gross out the few subscribers that I have. You decided to put it up in a high ponytail. Usually your hair would be worn down, but today was Romano, and you actually wanted to look pretty for him. You blushed as you look into the mirror. Oh Lord, did you just think that? As you got dressed for the day, as much as you hated it, you wore skinny jeans every day since they made you and you ass look good. You thought about what Romano had in store for today. It really could have been anything, ranging from staying at home to going out. The possibilities were endless for Romano. You tied your left shoe, then got up. You started to walk to the door, but you went back to your bed and sat down. Did you really want... Did you really want to get violated again? Depending on who it was, it would mostly be no for everyone. There was only about 2 men you would allow to touch you in a perverted way. Pressure, America, and Romano. That's 3, but that's okay. I can't do math either, despite the fact that I kind of have to have a little bit of math being an artist and all, but can't really do math. When it came to a hug or something, then the list was longer. The first person on that list was Canada. Canada had confessed, but was that it? Did he just want to confess? He could just take you from everyone else right now if he asked you to date him. You mentally smacked yourself. Lucy! Why do you have to scratch my TV? My cat Lucy's being a jerk about me having a TV in my room. And because it's on a low table, it's within reach of her. Stop scratching my TV! Maybe I want to watch movies later. Like the 1992 version of Dracula. Please don't shame me for watching that version. You mentally smacked yourself. Seriously, Jessica, were you falling for Canada? You mentally kicked yourself. Why? Why are you thinking like this? You were barely even through the whole cycle, and you were already starting to make your choice. As you sat down on your bed and thought, Romano was in his room thinking about what to do for today. He wanted to take you to a restaurant, but he didn't want one that was too fancy, and he didn't even know what the damn you liked. Now how was he supposed to know what you liked? He wasn't a complete stalker like America, who checked your Facebook, Twitter. I don't have Facebook or Twitter. It's probably a good thing that I don't have Facebook or Twitter. YouTube, MySpace. Who even uses MySpace anymore? Tumblr, Blogger. What's Blogger? I don't know what that is. Gmail, Flickr, Fanfiction, Fiction Press, and then there's something in the parentheses that I don't care to read. And I don't use Flickr or Fiction Press, and I have an old fanfiction account, but I never published anything, and I'm not telling you guys what the account is because I'm not using it. And Romano wasn't like Prussia either, checking your blog for your school. Is that an actual thing, like making a blog for school? Because that wasn't a thing at my school. And trying to find some old memories that maybe he could use. Then there was Japan. Romano shivered at the thought of how obsessed the Japanese man was with Jessica. Japan literally wrote manga with you in it. No, it's hentai. And then there's parentheses that says, Google it. And I'm not doing that because I don't want YouTube to screw this video over like it did with my Lemon Baldi's Basics ratings. How dare the bastard even try to draw that about you? But back on topic now. I finally decided to take you to the most casual Italian restaurant ever, Olive Garden. And this might sound shocking, but I have never been to Olive Garden. Romano smirked. He could criticize the people at the restaurant and make plenty of moves on you there. He gave you an hour to get ready. You knew Olive Garden wasn't extremely fancy, so you decided you would wear black skinny jeans. I'm sorry, I can't read. A white shirt with a tight white hoodie and your white Jordans. When you looked into the mirror, you decided to use the eyeshadow in that makeup case. You then lined your eyelids with a dark brownish eyeshadow, then you finished it off with mascara and eyeliner, using the same butterfly technique as last time. You hated lipstick and lip gloss because either way it would come off or you would literally suck it off with your lips from irritation. As took off your earrings to put on a different pair, oh, sorry, I read that wrong. To put a different pair on, the door knocked. It had to be Romano. Her heart slightly raced at the thought. The same exact beaten feeling you got in your heart, mind, and soul when you used to like real guys before anime, and your old crush would talk to you. It felt like that usually led to love after a week or two. Love? Oh dear Lord, I'm thinking that about Romano, you thought as your shaky hand opened the door to reveal the Southern Italian. As he whistled as he blushed, Prussia was cursing in German to himself from the hallway closet. Stalker much. You look great, Romano said as he touched one of the strings on your hoodie. You would have froze in place, but the warmth from your blush melted all of that away. You shakily lifted up your hand to take Romano's off of your hoodie string, but the tomato lover had other plans. Instead, he took your hand in his and smiled. Now he just wanted you to die of his fangirl over because he is just so indescribably sexy and cuteness. I'm sorry, I had trouble reading that. Wait, was he the first to hold your hand like this in a boy-friendly manner? Thanks, you managed to get out after a while of just staring into each other's eyes. Romano smiled as he dragged you out of your room. Let's go now, he said as he led you outside. Although it was highly unlikely that these two would team up, Prussia and America had followed you. I don't think it's highly unlikely. Wasn't it canon in the webcomic that Prussia actually helped America during the Revolutionary War? At least I thought it was canon. And Romano to the Olive Garden. I mean, stalkerish much. They're nations. Don't they have something better to do? Where they sit from a few tables down from you too. Oh, they were stalking you, all right, because they wanted to make sure that the Southern Italian didn't get any ideas. Can you hear them talk? America whispered to Prussia behind his binoculars. Yeah, America's that kind of stalker. Nope. Romano keeps talking to Jessica while she blushed and nods. Those are two different tenses. It should be while she blushes and nods. What do you think they're talking about? I think they used the wrong there. Yes, they did. I'm sorry. I had to see. Prussia asked as Gilbert tweeted. Prussia almost yelled at the bird to shut up, but instead he slightly flicked his feathery front and the tiny head. I meant to say tiny little head. I'm sorry, I can't read. Let me see what I think while they talk. America started as Romano started to talk again. America started. Hey, Jessica, am I a big fat asshole? Oh, why, yes, you are. I hate doing this with you, and I would rather be fucking America right now. What are you, 12? This sounds like something a 12-year-old would say, not an over 200-year-old nation. Prussia literally gagged at America's reading. Well, yeah, 'cause it's immature. Let me do the reading now, Prussia said as he waved for Romano to talk again. He then smirked as he read. So do you want to suck my small-ass penis? It's smaller than Celan's. I don't think so. I'd rather check on Precious. Again, this sounds like something 12-year-olds would say, and I would know, because I went to public middle school. They say stuff like this. Precious it says snicked, but it should say snickered, as he watched America's face grow hot. Damn, did Americans get turned on fast, and boy, were they stupid. I'm American, and I agree. I'm actually kind of ashamed to call myself American. It's not funny, America protested. Hey, Romano, is that American pressure spying on us? You asked the Southern Italian as he ate his tomato ravioli. He shoved the last bog tomato. What the heck is a bog tomato? In his mouth before he looked over. What the hell were they doing here? The damn stalkers. Well, would he give them a show? Romano smirked at his cliché romantic plan that formed in his head. A few minutes later, "Hey, Jessica," Romano said as he scooted closer to you. Oh, he was about to do something very cheesy. He was going to share his dessert with you. He was going to eat his chocolate Italian-style pudding as American Patricia watched in agony of wanting to be him right then and there. As you turned your head, you knew exactly what Romano wanted to do. Your fangirl didn't come out, and your shyness didn't come out either. Your inner romantic girl came out. You opened your mouth to eat the spoonful of pudding, then picked up a spoon and started to feed Romano as he smiled at you. Romano was surprised at your sudden action. You were approving and acknowledging his flirting, and you were rewarding him with your own flirting. Oh, that those two assholes feel envious. Romano made sure to savor this moment as did you. It was rare for you to flirt, especially with this situation, and the both of were loving it. Just a quick, I can't read. Just a quick peck on the lips, Romano thought as he wrapped up his day with your outside of your room. Good night. Come on, me. It's the last like paragraph. Just read. You, fuck, where'd I leave off? Good night. I had a very good time, you said as you started to turn to go into your room. Then Romano turned you around to quickly peck you on the lips. After a few seconds, when your mind barely triggered what happened, you let go and went to his room. You slowly backed up into your room before you closed the door. You slowly walked over to your bed as you picked up a pillow and gave it your all to squeeze all of your feelings into one huge scream that was muffled by your pillow. As you literally squealed yourself to sleep, Kenda, who had seen the two of you, silently cried in his room. That poor child. My child. Ditch that cheating whore. I am not sorry. I am not sorry. I'm not sorry at all. Anyway, this is it. It's just come to me that I'm gonna have to go back to reading The Danish Slaughterhouse. And I know I briefly read over the upcoming chapter at the end of the previous reading, and it's shorter than the last, but that doesn't make me feel comforted. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.